there you are, YouTube. Do subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, I don't know why we weren't doing this before. It just didn't occur to me, but we are leading into the Oscars all week. I should have been ranking only from my Best Picture collection. So you know what? We only have a few more days before the Oscars, but let's start ranking Best Picture winners, shall we? I got a whole collection of them right here. Every single one. Although the problem is, whatever wins on Sunday, it's not on sale yet, so I won't be able to buy it. And if it's a Nora, I'm going to wait for the Criterion sale, so I won't have it on my shelf for a while. I'm not going to buy it at full price. I'm going to wait till the Criterion sale. That 50% off. You hear what I'm saying? And then I guess if it's the Brutalist, I'm going to do a pre-order, and then I mean, it's, I guess, I guess if it's Conclave, I could buy that one, right? That one's on sale. So, yeah, actually, if Conclave wins, which I don't really think it's going to, but let's say it does, I'm going to have to run to the store the next day, Monday, after work, and buy Conclave so I can add it to the collection. But it'll probably be Nora, and I will just buy it when the Criterion sale is. I just can't, I don't know, it's so hard. When you know the Criterions are going to be on sale, 50% off, it's hard to buy them full price. I know I've done it before, once I think. I don't know, it's just hard to do that. Anyway, let's get to ranking. Let's pick 3 movies, 3 Best Picture winners at random here. So we'll do one from maybe this era. I'm feeling a slip cover. And I got to be careful here because I don't want to knock anything over. These aren't that secure. And then we'll do maybe one from this era. All right, let's be careful. Here, I think I saw what I was picking, so let's pick something else so that it truly is random. And then maybe something a little more contemporary, shall we? Here we go. Please don't fall over, movies. Let's see what we're ranking. Okay. All right, and alrighty then. All right, so first off, we have Around the World in 80 Days. This movie is actually extremely gorgeous to look at. There are so many cameos in it, but you don't necessarily know who the cameos are in 2025. So while you're watching, I do think it might be, I don't know, actually, no. Here, watch it twice. Watch it once, and then watch it again with like a Wikipedia page open or something like that about all the cameos. The fun thing about this is I watched, so this is Around the World in 80 Days, and there is a Disney version with Jackie Chan and Steve, lost his name. He does a great Michael Caine impression. Gosh, what's his name? I want to call him Steve Guttenberg, but that's not right. But is it Steve G something? I don't know. Maybe I can just find it over here. Around, maybe it's in the kids section because I'm pretty sure I own it. AQRS. Around. Oh, I see it. Let me go grab it. All right, so here's the other one. Right here. Cecil DeFrance, had a huge crush on her when this came out. Actually, when the other movie she was in, I think it came out the same year, actually, called High Tension. Beautiful. And then she was in a Clint Eastwood movie that I saw with Matt Damon. Very slow-moving film. Anyway, the person who I'm trying to remember, his name is Steve Coogan. Was I even close? Did I say Steve? I think I said Steve. I did. And then Coogan, I said there was a G. Steve Coogan, Steve Guttenberg. I think maybe that's where I was going. Anyway, this one's loaded with cameos also. Our man Arnold Schwarzenegger actually took a break from being a governor to be in this film. I'm pretty sure that's how it happened. Or it was his first film back after being governor, but I'm pretty sure he took a break to be in this movie. The Wilson brothers are in it. Who else? I see I see Rob Schneider there. You Can Do It. Yeah, all sorts of fun cameos. And this is the same way. The only problem is It's many years too late. Like we don't know who the cameos are. Shirley MacLaine is in this. You want to know what Shirley MacLaine looked like when she was very young? Watch this movie. But yeah, it's very beautiful to look at, and it knows it, and it really focuses on that. So in a way, this movie is kind of like, hey, look at the world around you. Or here's a chance to look at the world that you can't see. So, or you maybe don't have opportunities to see, and it's really showing that off, and it's very cool. I like that about it. It is extremely long, so set aside 1,000,000 hours, and I do feel that length. The opening credits does not happen in the opening. They're actually at the end, which is kind of interesting, a little animated sequence. I really love the cover art, all of that. I don't know, this movie, I don't know, like the cameos don't work anymore. So it's like a dated movie, you know, but it also has those great landscapes in there. So we have that. Next, we have Kramer versus Kramer. So we're going to go in the order in which these were made. And we have Dustin Hoffman, obviously, Meryl Streep, and this dude right here, whose name is... Why does this have a little hole in it, too? I have a few movies that have a hole like this, and it's as if... I don't know what it's as if. It's as if a forklift, a tiny little mouse forklift or something, was driving around and then punctured it. But the kid, what's the kid's name? Is it... I don't see the kid's name here. So, I can't tell you. Oh, Justin Henry, right. And I'm trying to remember, did he... I'm guessing he did not get a nomination. Because, I mean, he's a little kid. Not saying little kids can't get a nomination, but it's not listed here. So, winner of 5 Academy Awards: Best Picture, Best Actor, Dustin Hoffman, Best Supporting Actress, Meryl Streep, Best Director, Robert Benton, Best Screenplay Adapted, Robert Benton. But I'm trying to think, was this kid nominated? For some reason, I want to say yes, but I could be wrong. Anyway, this movie right here, there's a divorce, Kramer versus Kramer. She just says, see ya. She's had enough. And then she's left him with the kid, and then he's having a rough time with the kid, and, you know, making that breakfast, and he's getting all upset, and then she comes back, and she's like, actually, you know what? Maybe I do love my son. And then, I don't know, it's oh, why would they put this? You know, you're giving a little too much away, I think. Maybe. Why would they put that in there? You know why? Because this is video sale. They assume you saw the movie, and they wanted to remind you, do you remember this scene right here? If you do, buy the movie. Next, we have Spotlight. Nope, that was the wrong accent. Spotlight. I can't do it. Boston accent. This movie right here, very heavy subject matter. It has Michael Keaton in it, knocking it out of the park. I wish he would have. Well, you know what I love is that we have Birdman won Best Picture, and Spotlight won Best Picture. So I love, if there are people like me who are completists in watching all of the Best Picture winners, they have to watch Michael Keaton a couple times, and I like that, because Michael Keaton is awesome. He's so good. You know, I think of him more as an 80s guy, but then here he is coming back, and then he's in these 2 Best Picture winners, some very good ones also. Yeah, I think this movie's great. It's you know, like a what would you call it? Like a news drama, paper drama, journalist drama sort of thing, uncovering some very terrible wrongs that were happening in the Catholic Church. And yeah, so based on a true story, I guess I should mention that as well. Mark Ruffalo does a wonderful job in it. Actually, everybody does. Who was all nominated here? I know Mark was, and Rachel McAdams was. I remember the Rachel McAdams nomination. A lot of people were surprised at that, but I don't know. I guess when you watch the movie quite a few times, I think I get it. I get why she was nominated. I think that was a good nomination. It would have been great. Was Michael Keaton nominated? I can't remember. I don't think he was nominated, but that would have been a cool one, wouldn't it? He should have. I do think I would have loved it if he would have won for Birdman, though. Man, I think Eddie Redmayne does a very impressive job there in what he was doing with The Theory of Everything. And honestly, if there could ever be a tie again, that's where I would have placed a tie, because I think they both do phenomenal jobs. But here's the reason why I put Michael Keaton on top for Birdman. The reason being is that is a fully invented character where we have, but also, I don't know, maybe this is more impressive, but right now, I don't think it is in my mind. Maybe it is, I don't know. But we have Eddie Redmayne, who's taking on a living person because it's a biopic sort of thing. So if I ever have that sort of situation where I don't know which one to choose, I will usually bend towards, I will give it to the one that is fully written for the screen and not based on real life events or a real character or anything like that. I'll choose the original work. So anyway, how are we going to rank these? How are we going to rank them? Let's figure it out. I think this is it. I think I might rank it the backwards order in which they were made. I think I'm going to go Spotlight number 1. Kramer and Kramer. I mean, Kramer is kind of a hard film to watch. Just to see the way she just like, Daniel Day-Lewis is her child. Just that plain view of the abandoned. I've abandoned my child. Hard to see. Hard to see that. And tough to. I don't know, it's just a very difficult situation all around. It's kind of a tough watch, right? You're not sitting there like, all right, hey, hello, hey, family. What do you say we watch Kramer versus Kramer? It's when you show somebody, but I don't think it's when you put into, have a nice entertaining night. You know which one is, though? Around the World in 80 Days. That's a entertaining film right there. Spotlight, very good. I love the film form in it as well. I think it has very unique lighting. That newsroom, is that the right word? Newspaper room lighting. I don't know. All of that is very good. So I'm going to go ahead with Spotlight. Great performances there. My wife and I used to watch this movie quite a bit, actually. That investigative journalism. I think that was the word maybe I was looking for earlier. We really like investigative journalism films. So like Zodiac is another example. Very good that we love. And you know what? Look at that. Zodiac. We have Mark Ruffalo in both of those movies. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead with Spotlight here, and then Kramer versus Kramer, and then end it off with Around the World in 80 Days. My question to you is, have you seen these movies? These 3 right here. And if so, what do you think of them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And perhaps, are you going to watch the Oscars? And perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.